Yeah, hi friend. Good morning, good evening. So I hope everyone is doing good. So in today's session, I'm going to explain about the complete discussing. We are discussing like Informatica interview questions related. So in today's session, I will just discuss about this question, right? How to yeah. So yeah, design a mapping. This question are last things also we discuss mostly. So today I will try to explain this question, right? This is the question. I just copy you and let me explain in detail. Yeah, going to open here. Notepad. Okay. So yeah, design a mapping. Let me just yeah, design a mapping to get previous row salary, right? Previous row salary for the current row. Okay. If there is no previous row exist for the current row, then the previous row cell should be displayed as null. Okay, so how it will be displayed now? Like this. Okay, so here is employee id. Okay, let me just symmetry employee id, salary, and null. Okay, let's suppose this is the employee id and salary is 10,000, 1,000, right? 1k. In that case there is no any previous record came here, right? So in that case the previous salary should be here 9 null, right? Suppose here is employee id is 20 and the salary like okay, 2000 2k 2000, and should be previous salary, previous row salary is like this. Here it's working previous salary, not employee wise, right? Just keep in mind the question in design and mapping to get previous row salary, whatever in the previous row, that salary should be came in current row. That's it. So how you will get this kind of scenario handle? Okay, so this scenario will handle similar like how in past I was explain like previous row, current row concept, right? So this way you can handle. Here is some solution I we already given, so you can go through this way. Here is just connect the source qualifier to expression transformation. Okay, and in the expression transformation create a variable port, right? Like how I was explain in the last session. If you go through my previous video, there I was explain some sequence generator and right. So there I was use this kind of concept, right? To create a variable port and port v count incremented by one, or each row entering the expression like transformations. Okay, also create a v salary variable port and assign the expression like this: if v count equal to 1. Okay, and if count is 1 means that should be like null, else previous row salary. Okay, to it. Then create one more variable port where is the previous variable previous row salary, and assign the salary. Now create a output port where output port should be like your variable, this variable, right? This logic. Okay, and connect the expression transformation to the target like this. So first I will create like a v count where v count plus 1. Okay, and the second should be create like v salary port. Okay, this is the variable port again. V count equal to 1. If you this count value in initially their count should be 1. If count is null, the salary should be null, else previous salary. And another variable like previous salary, we assign that salary part. Okay, and finally I will put this variable to our output port. Okay, this way you can handle. If you want I can show quickly. Let me come in power center. I already opening, yeah, opening my power centers. Okay, so I will take the example for our employee table. Okay, so what is the employee table? Let me log in first. I log in. Okay, just opening here. Just go through some quickly. Okay, if any question, any doubt na, you can ask, right? In right Okay, Let me open. Yeah, here I created some one folder, repository. So after this session, we start on by next batch in Saturday. Okay, yeah. Here is just going to, yeah, just clean. I'm going to create new mapping. Okay, mapping should be like, just select here interview. Yeah, mapping, simple mapping. Just test the SCM previous shell. Okay, so here I will use. Let me show you the open SQL developer. Okay, so I here open the SQL developer. I hope your guys opening. Just observe, right? Please observe. Okay, uh, what how I am doing. So simply I took one step, like I just click here and create a mapping. Okay, so whenever it required to new mapping, you can go this way. Okay, so I already created the mapping. Here is test and pre-salary. Okay, after this I'm going to, here is some folder, right? If you look this source folder, there is the business component, source, target, cubes, right, dimension, transformation, maplet, mapping. Okay, so mapping component will come in here, right? Whatever mapping we have created like this, it will came here. And after the cell is source and target, right? So I need one source, right? So which source I want? So already employee table is there, right? So here I will show you the employee table is not open. I want to show you what is the table, right? If not, here is opening, na? So though, yeah, it's coming, yeah, starting, take some time. Okay, okay, meanwhile I can go here. Okay, it's starting. Yeah. Meanwhile, I can take the employee table. Okay, and the employee table is simple seated table, right? In our inform Oracle. Okay, the same, like if you notice, there is all column like this. Let me show here. Yeah, yeah. Sometimes it's so like okay. So multiple tab is open. Okay. Sometimes we are like this. Okay, the employee table, like employee name, number, name, job, manager ID, like hire date, salary. So my intention like employee number, salary. So I need the previous salary date. So I will create a new table, like target table. Okay, how I will create? Here is a info source. Okay, so info source I will show you, like which table I'm going to refer. This is same way I will create one more table, uh, and I will add some columns there. Okay, yeah, here is things. So I'm going to, here is I already taken employee table. So I'm going to take the expression. Yeah, let me. Okay, so here is the expression I took. Okay, so I'll put it all columns, right, in expression. Okay, because I need what I need employee number, salary. Okay, and what is the column I need? Here is uh, what is our requirement? Yeah, salary and previous salary. Okay, so I will put it only employee ID and salary. Okay, so I will remove a rest of the column. So I need only two things. Okay, so you can remove other columns like this. Okay, this, like you can remove employee name till this. Okay, I can remove, and after this I can remove this one. Okay, okay, so I need employee number and salary. Okay, understood? And the previous salary. Okay, so how I calculate the previous salary? I will going to create the variable port. Okay, if you notice, here is the input, output, and variable. So I will click here. Okay, here I will create the v count. Okay, just observe. Okay, please observe, you will understand. Account I will count will be always like data type you should need to change like this, and you can keep the precision like 10 and a scale like 0, right? And here is v count plus 1. Here is port if you want. Okay, you can click here. Okay, so v count plus 1. Okay, this way. So initially your v count value will be 0. After that it will be increased 1. Okay, so after that, what will be the next? Again, I need to create variable so that I can create our calculation fee is salary, right? So next variable fee salary, right? What I need to create like this one. Okay, so I will create this variable. Okay, fee salary, and in this fee salary, okay, fee salary of salary should be always like decimal, and I will keep as a to output. And again, what will be the information? Here is all function, right? How I need to write function, I need to write iaf, right? Here is the multiple function. If you go here, there is iaf function. Okay, how if condition is expression and expression is expression like this. Okay, you can write here. If you notice that a bracket is start and close. Now I need write the condition. What I write the condition like this: v count equal to 1, then null is previous salary. This things I will use. Okay, so v count already I was created one port, so here is the port. Okay, so you can replace this v count 1. Then if suppose v count value is equal to 1, then it will become null because at previous salary, because there is no row at previous. Suppose if your count is 1, right? And after that your v previous salary, so v previous salary I need to create. So okay, so it will be not valid. I will click ok. Okay, so that I can go and create another variable. Okay, oh shit. Okay, so it will become okay. So I will create another variable like this. I will copy. Okay, I copied here, and I'm going to create another variable. Okay, created, and I will assign again. It will become decimal like I'm going to put like 10 comma 2. Okay, so this should be also variable, and I will assign the port. Which port I am going to assign? I am going to assign cell. Okay, whatever the salary is available, that should be come in previous salary. Okay, after that I need the actual, like I need to put at the your previous salary. Okay, whatever the previous salary, I'm going to create one another output port. Here is uh, output output previous salary. Okay, say LA RY. Okay, so to okay. So here I click the output port. Just observe like input, output, and variable port. There is three port. So I used for our calculation there three variable port. After that, each value I'm going to call here. Okay. So I'm going to call this value in previous. I'm going to click on port. Simply like I click here like this. Okay. And if you click here, it will be validated. Understood? Okay. So here, if you observe, like only single, if you're visible, right? Because I created most of the calculation I to was done inside the your variable port. Okay. After that, I need one target. So which target I need to create? I need to use here is source. Source I was already showed you. I was use select from EMP table like this. Here is EMP table, right? So I use the salary column. Which column? EMP name this way. Okay, EMP no and cell. There is two column I used. Okay, only. Understood? This way. After that I need the salary column, right? So I'm going to check import target. Okay, so I will create, there is more table from all tables. I'm going to use any of the table, or you can create, right, new table, anything is fine. Okay, so many tables I already created here. uh, okay, so just what I showed you. Okay, okay. So create table. Okay, I'm going to create table empno number. Okay, empno I can create a number, u number. Okay, another column I'm going to use cell. Okay, actual salary will always also number. Okay, number con 15 10 comma 2. Okay, and previous salary, previous cell is also number. Okay, data type, data type 10 comma 2. Okay, so this way I can create. Okay, close and execute. Understood? Table name I was not given, so I will keep the emp new, new tab cell. Okay, new tab cell I created. So I'm going in Informatica. Okay, so I here I will clear first, and going to import the target. Okay, first password. Okay, there is, let me check which table. Yeah, this table I was already created. Okay, so I'm going to load this table. The store table is came here. So if table is came, okay, stop job, right? How I'm going in target tab, and I can search your table, right, which one is recently created, right? So emp tab here. So I created. After that you can just select all, you can map your target. Okay, and just save. Once you save, your mapping should be like this, it's valid. After that you can go here and create the session. Okay, so create new workflow. I'm going to create a new workflow like w, and your what is the your mapping name. Okay, you can keep the just symmetry name only, just change the like m and w. Okay, so that you aware, right, to what is the, your mapping and the session name. Okay, otherwise it will be forget. After that you can create the task. Okay, task also should be same name. Okay, and just map your mapping. Okay, where is sn pre-salary. Okay, so I map here, just click on done. Okay, after that you can link your task. Okay, once you link, you can just configure, right, what is your source and target. Okay, so I'm going to configure, just cross check which one is info source, right? Info source, so already is info source, so no need to change. Okay, one second. After that target I need to cross check. Target I need to use Oracle one, just cross check. Oracle one is info target, correct? Okay, so here you just cross check the bulk, insert, update, edge update. Okay, target option is to delete. I need to target. Okay, click on target option. Bad file you can keep as it is. Okay, yeah. If you notice, the workflow also get valid. So I'm going to start to your workflow. Okay, and just observe what time created this. Okay, so you understood what is the requirement. Requirement was total 14 recorded because employee table have been the 14 record. If you notice, right, here is the source, right? Source is, let me execute first. Let me execute info source. Here is target, here is info source. Okay, the total 14 record if you notice. Okay, after that here is info target. Info target, I am going to execute that query. Okay, so yeah, here is your previously all previously came here. So there is no null, right? I need to just check what is, how it will become. So in this scenario, all should be came, right. The first thing here is 1 900 900, right? 16 1600. Okay, so I need scenario is not okay because whatever the salary it came, right? It came. Let me check what is the issue. We count salary. If we count equal to 1, if suppose the count equal to 1, then else previous salary. Okay. Okay, 1 second. Pre-salary, previous salary. Okay. Expression transfer, create a variable port, count and increment it to by 1 each row. The expression transfer also create v variable port and assign the expression this to it. Then create one more variable port, assign salary to it. Now create output port, assign to connect the expression, right? So this way I was created, but somehow it's not working. Okay, let me cross check again what is the issue. Okay, so I need, okay, let me check the query how. Okay, so I need first, right, how to your things were coming, right? The first thing, let me just cross check thing. I just going to add the what I'm going to add sorter. Okay, so I'm going to use the sorter. Okay, the sort the employee ID wise, right? So I will delete whatever things are added here. So I'm going to delete. Okay, the employee number wise. Okay, ascending, right? So this way it will become. After this I'm going to map this one and this one. Okay, let me refresh it again. Sometimes a scheme behave like this. Okay, so you, that's what we need to validate and execute, right, everything, so that you are aware, right, how the scenario is working, right? Again I'm going to check. Okay, here, so here whatever the salary, same thing is coming, right? In first row, logic is not fully implemented. Okay, so we count plus 1, increment by 1, right? So I will increment this one. So after this, I will again validating uh, salary, right? If salary, if count equal to 1, right? Count value each one, then should be null. Else previous salary. Okay. So count, suppose in initially count is 1, after count will be 2. Okay. So when first row it came like this, and when is string, right, it will be decimal 7 comma 2. Here is also 2. Okay. Let me check again. What is this? So let me validate again. Okay. So scenario, I hope you understand, like this way. My example like this, it will became like this. Okay. When it's run first, it will became this way. Okay. So I again I'm going to execute. Okay. Let me check. Okay. Let me filter out where employee no equal to this. So I need to filter the employee name. Okay. How it will became. I need to filter out. Okay. Department number 10. Okay, so I will filter out only on department 10 number record. So total 3 record. So let me validate this 3 only, how it was loaded. Total 3 record, it was loaded with same salary, right? Previous salary was 3000. Again, it came like 3000. Okay, so 5000 because I need this one, right? So why it's not coming? Because our logic is already written. Okay, 1 second. We count previous salary. Okay, let me. So yeah, in this, so I showed you like let me. Hmm. So record was not loaded, right? So what was the issue? Issue was like we have answer tag the different port. So I need to connect the variable cell, right? This one. So I put it here in the output port tagged. Okay. After that, when I execute, it's loaded like this. Okay. So previous value should be null, and for 5000, it will be came is 5000. For previous value should be came like this. Okay. So let me. Okay. So it will be came like this. Okay, I saved here. Then I need to refresh. Then I execute it again. Okay, then go back and check, cross check again. Okay, I hope you understand. So, my scenario? My scenario is like this. Suppose there is employee number. So salary like 3,000 and this should be null. Okay, previous salary. Second employee number, I will take 5,000. Salary, previous salary, what is the previous salary? Previous salary is 3,000. Okay, in same case, like employee number is this, yeah, 1,300 and the previous salary is 5,000. Okay, this way it will become. Let's suppose I remove this filter. Okay, I'm going to remove this filter. Okay, and going say, okay, again refresh your mapping and execute. Okay, uh, yeah, just observe what will be the output. Okay, total 14 record. Got it. I'm going to, yeah, going to execute here. All record should be came, total 14 record. Okay, so yeah, here is scenario. So this is the employee like 7369 and salary is 900. Okay, here's previous salary is 0. Okay, null. Second is 16. Okay, previous salary 900. Same ways here is 16. Okay, previous salary is 1600. Current salary is 1250. Here is 2975. Whatever the previous salary, it should came in second row. Okay, same way, right? If you observe, right, like this, all should be all. Okay, so like this was the scenario. Our scenario was like how the previous salary will be load like this. Okay, so scenario was like this. Okay, so how to load the question was design a mapping to get the previous row. How to we need to design the one mapping how to get the previous row salary for the current row. If there is no previous salary row exist for the current row, then the previous salary should be displayed as null. This is kind of scenario we need to design. So this was all about the this scenario. Okay, I hope you got it. Okay, thanks for watching.